game and do the same, selling tickets to your favorite name. Join our trade. Ticket resellers investing in building every day. Join our
We have the easiest way to make money online. As you see over here, there's no MLM, no pyramid scheme, no ads or marketing required, no selling tickets in the streets, and you don't need any labor costs to scale up.
Hey, if you're interested in scaling your ticket business or your business into the millions, like I've done, selling tickets strictly online, 100% online, you'll never catch me out in the streets. Go to thetickettrap.com. Again, the ticket.
And that link is right there at the top line of the description box. Yes, we have a breaking story today. Gilbert Arenas arrested. We'll get right into the breaking news. Before we do, if you want to advertise right with my brother, advertise his business, theticketplug.com, you can email me right now, ogod@hiphopun.com. That's ogod@hiphopun.com. My email is all the way at the bottom of the description, and our sponsors video is all the way at the top. So hit me up. Let's get going. So let's get into this whole Gilbert Arenas lituation, as they used to say. So I want to play this little excerpt from the news, and then we'll get right into it. So let's go.
His first appearance in a federal courtroom this afternoon.
KTLA 5 Jennifer McGraw live now outside that courtroom in downtown LA with more on this breaking story. Jennifer.
Yeah, Glenn and Lou, this is big news, especially for sports fans who adore him. Take a look. This happened back allegedly in 2021 to 2022, that he was allegedly working this illegal poker game. He and 5 others have been indicted, alleging that the suspects operated an illegal gambling business. Now, this illegal gambling business went and spanned over for about a year. Gilbert Arenas, known as Agent Zero, well known for his career with the Wizards and current podcast, he and 5 others have been indicted for allegedly that the suspects operated the illegal gambling business in which high-stakes poker games were played at an Encino mansion Arenas owned. He is charged with 1 count of conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business, 1 count of operating an illegal gambling business, and 1 count of making false statements to federal investigators. During this, Arenas rented out an Encino mansion he owned for the purposes of hosting that high-stakes poker. At Arenas' direction, Arthur Katz, 51, of West Hollywood, staged the mansion to host the games and collected rent from the co-conspirators on Arenas' behalf. Here's a look at all the defendants listed on the indictment. It is alleged that the defendants' Pot Limbo Omaha poker games, among other illegal games, were played at the Encino mansion, collected a rake fee for the house charged from each pot, either as a percentage or as a fixed amount per hand, and invited players to compete, now, which is illegal. Now, if these defendants that have been listed in this indictment are charged, this means that they could spend up to 5 years in prison for each count.
All right, so that is insane. It's a pretty detailed indictment. I had to switch my microphone. Y'all should hear me way clearer and better now. Please let me know if you can hear me better and clear right now. But like my man said in the chat, it sounds like some BS. So they're pretty much trying to say, right, that this man operated high stakes, like he rented out his mansion and operated high stakes poker games, for big money. And it has to do with just cutting them out. Like they always, no big deal, absolutely. They always want to try to get you on something. If you're not giving them their cut of something, they want to get at you. And this is what this sounds like. Now, according to the indictment, they said Arenas sought to get back funds that had been seized from his master bedroom by Homeland Security investigations back in 2022. Now, authorities allege that Arenas falsely stated that he wasn't involved in anything happening at the party. Now, they're pretty much saying that he knowingly provided gambling equipment at the gamble house to be used as a host and host illegal poker games, right? They said he rented out the house to people. And then they're also trying to say, which is crazy, right? When you dig a little bit deeper into it, because they got text messages and everything, they're trying to say that he was, engaged in some type of prostitution. Like they were asking women would they prostitute themselves out? Which is, again, it's a pretty, detailed indictment. I'm not going to get too deep into it, because I really think it's some BS at the end of the day. So a couple dudes gambling at their house, dudes a millionaire, making money. So they want to try to turn anything they can, right, into someone lost a lot of money, right? Into like a RICO. I'm not saying this is a RICO case, but anything that includes something that's not sanctioned, you can't get a license by them, and you're not getting them a cut of it, they're going to pretty much deem that illegal. Even like in certain states where marijuana is absolutely legal, they limit you on the quantity that you have, and they limit you on how much you can sell, which I understand it to a certain extent. But then again, I don't, because it should be free enterprise at the end of the day. We're saying this shit is legal, right? Now, having certain regulations is fine. They got to make sure you do, just like when you open up a food place or drinks or something like that, they got to make sure you're not putting something out that's going to poison and hurt the people. Fine, come and check my stuff. But once we establish that, and you do your little monthly or yearly or whatever check up on my business, the way I'm operating, it should be no hands whatsoever in my business. Absolutely. Someone told. Absolutely. Someone lost some money, and they went to the feds, and snitched, and probably put a couple snitches, a couple moles in there, and got my man hit up. And again, this is the FBI. The FBI is jumping all in this, because remember, they into the illegal gambling thing. Remember, the mob had jumped in that heavy, and they began to dismantle that and break that up. People running numbers, like it's always been going on. But if they can't sanction it, like it's fine for them to have control over the casino industry, the betting, which is inundated the NFL, is inundated NBA, soccer, everything, wrestling, all that stuff, boxing, the gambling. Now you'll see these guys talking on NFL, and they'll have a DraftKings logo behind them, right? So it's all types of gambling going on. It's just not sanctioned. It's not sanctioned. So that's the sad part about this. I'm like, when I heard he got arrested, I'm like, what'd he do? Kill somebody? Gambling? Are we serious? But it's all about, again, you could do what you want to do, but you got to get him a cut. If you make 100 million, I need 39 million of that, 50 million of that. It's just, I guess it's the American way, as you would say. Now, there's other people in this indictment. As you know, a few other people, middle-aged people, and 5 years per count. I don't see much him getting anything out of this situation. Definitely gonna lose some money, getting an attorney and things like that. But this is kind of silly, man. I'm sorry. This is very, very, very silly. I'm gonna read the comments real quick, and I got another thing to play. So stick around. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. Gil got himself involved with the Israeli mob. The poker games were probably fake, to someone told after they got jammed up doing some other shit. Yeah. And that's another part. Their Israeli mob is tied up in this. Again, the mob. They are into this shit. All, not just Israeli, Italian mob, whatever. They're into this gambling. So once they kind of got thwarted by the FBI over the years, hitting with RICO indictments. They kind of switched their industry. Remember? They switched their industry, and now they kind of got into the numbers running and the illegal sports betting. And, I do these numbers, you do this number. Let's bet on this. Let's bet on that. Very underground. A lot of it through like Cash App, PayPal, things like that, or hand-to-hand transaction. Or like allegedly was going down with Gilbert. Poker games and shit. In your own house, right? So yeah, it's crazy. It's a wild situation, so again, he's being charged with conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business, operation an illegal gambling business, and making false statement to federal investigators. So those are the things. Those are 3 charges, 5 years each, 15 years max. Maybe they ball it up in one. Give them 2 or 3 years, 16 months, 12 months. I don't know. Probably gonna have to tell some people and give a lot of things up in order to get the type of deal, that he's he's looking for. You know, so that's wild. That's a wild situation, man. And they actually popped up at this man's house. That's crazy. Like, and arrested this man. Oh, so wow. So let's see here. Okay. So one of the persons has criminal convictions in Israel, including conspiracy to commit murder and narcotics trafficking. Wow. So yeah, that's all I'm talk about on that. I'm gonna talk about this other thing. It only takes one snitch, absolutely. And I want to get into this whole Gilly the Kid and stick around. This is gonna be decent. Gilly the Kid and Cam Newton's hating ass. Cam Newton's a hater, hating on my guy Jalen Hurts. Make sure I hit the thumbs up on the video. Let's play this because Cam Newton responded to Jalen Hurts today. So stick around. I'm gonna put that video up. Let me get this off the screen and I'm gonna put that video up. And we'll talk about that real quick and then we'll get up out of here. So all right, let me take this down here. Boop. Here's this one. Check this out.
Oh, feelings, Gilly.
Why you in this feelings, Cam?
Was it the album comment?
That kind of struck a nerve.
Where I'm from, Gilly, we stab and we twist. I don't know how to be the bigger person. Wise words was told to me. They say, when you go low, hell, I go to hell. You dig what I'm saying? And that's where I'm about to go. So let's bring up your actual facts and your actual stats. Gilly, when I'm looking at your rap career, as people will know you to be, they know Cam as a football player, now hot podcaster, content creator. Gilly did not chart any solo singles on the Billboard Hot 100. Philadelphia didn't do no numbers? Dang. That's all right. Former member of Major Figures. All right. Bass rap group late 90s and early 2000s. Where was Cam? I was like in middle school. All right. Then there was this beef between you and Wheezy Baby. And there's so much to be said here. And we've known you to do a lot of things, but one thing that I ain't never known you to be or do, Gilly, you ain't never been great at nothing. But he has, though.
What?
The only great thing that Gilly does and has done, he's a great mascot. Big hat, dancing around.
Wow. So that was Cam. That's a clip that's actually circulating around the internet today. Here's what I'm gonna say, because I went back and I watched that game, right? That Super Bowl game. That not Jalen Hurts, but Cam Newton played in. And you choked, my guy. You choked. Your defense gave you 2 turnovers. You had an opportunity to win that game. You choked. I think you might have had a turnover or 2 in that game, right? You threw a pick and you fumbled the ball. You looked at it instead of jumping on it. You didn't want to get dirty, right? And they picked the ball up, and that was that. You had a nerve to fall on the ground and shit when they had a chance to win. So stop with the corny shit. We talk, go back and watch the highlights of that game. Cam Newton, you choked in the biggest game of your career. So why the hell are you trying to shit on Jalen Hurts? And I know this is a different title to the video. I'm sorry, but I want to add this on because this is something I'm going to clip and put up on another channel. So if you want to listen to it, you can. If not, I appreciate y'all. But come on. Cam, like, really? You hating on this man, and you want to people put these charts up and say, oh, Jaden Daniels is better. Oh, Matthew Stafford is better. Oh, why every time Jalen Hurts goes against these guys, he outplays them and our team wins? Why is that? Why? Why does he, the only one that seems to be able to beat Patrick Mahomes, outplayed him twice in 2 Super Bowls? Why they say he can't pass the ball and then he does it? They say all you gotta do is stop Saquon, and they stop Saquon and we still win. Why does he make every throw, every run, every call, every protection the right way? Why is he so fucking clutch in the clutch? That's all I want to talk about. So again, my top quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes, number 1, Jalen Hurts is number 2, right? Number 3, give me Lamar. Matter of fact, give me these 3 are interchangeable, either Lamar, right, Burrow, or Josh Allen. You could put them after my 1 and 2s. They can go anywhere. After Patrick and Jalen, you could put them anywhere. Then after that, I'll probably go Stafford. Stafford. Who else we got? Mayfield. And again, this is really not in the order except for the top 2. Mayfield, Herbert, CJ Stroud, and Goff. So that's like my top 10 you could throw in there right there. What are we talking about? He damn sure choking the Super Bowl, but he ain't telling the truth. I'm sorry. He not telling the truth. Because if these people were so, exactly, Trey, if these quarterbacks were so big, how come they can't outplay Jalen Hurts? How come they can't outplay him when it's time to outplay him? When it's time to outduel him? How come they're not bringing all this special? They can throw so well. They got cannons. They're smarter. They can run all this shit. But Jalen Hurts outplays them all. Outplays them all every time. You can't teach the clutch gene. Jalen Hurts is the only quarterback that I've seen recently that could be having a horrible game. He could be 8 for 20 for 66 yards and still beat you in the fourth quarter. Let's go, bro. What are we talking about? And he got it done in the Super Bowl this year. And everybody was writing us off. Don't hear nothing about a super team. Every time we play somebody, I think Jordan Love he's better than Jalen Hurts. I think they're gonna do what they did to Dallas last year. Bust their ass. Oh, the Rams, Stafford. Oh my God, he's so amazing. Oh, that defensive line, they're not gonna be able to beat their ass. Right? Oh, Washington, Jaden Daniels, unstoppable. They beat Detroit, scored 45 on the road. Oh, Kid Wonder, first kid to the Super Bowl. Break their fucking necks. 55-23, sent their asses packing. Kick their ass back down 95 South. What are we talking about? Get to the Super Bowl. Oh, Patrick Mahomes, they going for the 3-peat. Oh, yeah, okay, what? Beat the shit out of the Kansas City Chiefs. What are we talking about? An epic run. That's why I get to don the Super Bowl hat, baby. I get to wave the flags and shit. You feel me? What are we talking about? Super Bowl champs, boy. What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? So put some respect on my quarterback's name. Now, the stuff with you and Gilly, obviously, it is what it is. His music career wasn't all that, but I mean, look what he did now. He done changed the whole, the game. You feel me? He done changed the whole, he got everybody wanting to do podcasting now. So again, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. One second, y'all. 1 second. Give me 1 second. He changed the whole game, baby. So that is what it is. I'm gonna read some of your comments in a minute, and then I'm gonna skip that. Yeah, so that's that. I appreciate y'all checking in for this quick live stream. We talked about Gilbert Arenas in the beginning. We talked about the Cam Newton, the Gilly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta put respect. You gotta, as much whatever Cam want to say about Gilly. I mean, Cam was an excellent football player, but yes, Wallow and Gilly, they made a dynamic team and all of that, and Wallow helped, but Gilly helped as well. So it's a dynamic duo. You can't hate on it, bro. They came and they did their thing. I know, about their beginnings and whatnot. and people they started with and all that, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And look how they finishing. Them boys said they got a blank check. You know? So that, you know, that is what it is. What can you say about that? If Hurts is as nice as you think Eagles should win the Super Bowl. No, I mean, it's not always true. It's hard to win Super Bowls. You act like them shits grow on trees. It's very hard to win a Super Bowl. You know? Very hard. So it's gonna be a little tough, but like if we stay healthy and we keep the camaraderie, you know, I like us against anybody. I like us against anybody. Teams is now beefing up their defensive line, beefing up their offensive line for us. You know? So yeah. But I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. Man, my boy Trey in the chat. You know, or maybe my man Don's Talk TV. It's always some washed up cat talking out there. That Cam need to go grab another pair. Yeah, like why are you hating on Jalen Hurts for, bro? Why are you hating on? It's hate at this point. If any quarterback for the NFC, they go to the Super Bowl and beat Patrick Mahomes, they're in that top list. If Jaden Daniels would have got it done, he would be the number 2 quarterback. If they would have won the Super Bowl, he would be number 2 in my book. And Jalen Hurts would probably be, you know, I probably have him still in the top 10. But the fact that remember, he was hurt in the Rams game too. I thought it was over. I ain't gonna lie. When he was limping, I said, damn, he took that sack in the end zone. I said, damn, it's over. We done coughed his lead up. But the man still made the pertinent plays. And then Washington, they talked all that shit. Oh, if he runs, we're going to treat him as running back. We killed y'all. We murdered Washington. We did whatever we want. First play, touchdown. We did whatever we want. And Jaden Daniels should have threw like 2 interceptions in that game too. We ain't going to talk about that. We had a couple of them things in our hand. But he's a rookie. So you got to give him some grace. He did a hell of a job for a rookie. But next year's missiles flying at him again. We at your neck. Y'all want this shit? Y'all gotta come get it. Dallas, you want it? Come get it. The Rams, Tampa, come get it. We with all the smoke. But I'm gonna talk to y'all later, man. Fly Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Super Bowl champions. Put some respect on our name, Cam. Peace.